on. Command has been given. Crank him up.
Let's go.
When I say I don't know, I don't know.
Let's go, baby.
Now, the morning drive.
Buckle up, everybody. A little bit of this and a little bit of that.
It's a game changer.
I listen to you guys every single day on my way to work.
Well, again, I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on the radio.
You guys are amazing.
What are you doing over there?
I'm going to the top.
The morning drive with Mike Bagley and Pete Pistone.
To the bat balls.
Sirius XM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90, live and on the air for this Wednesday morning, June 7th, 2023. Mike Bagley here in Del Marvilla, Studio 1D. We've got Pistol Pete Pistone in the Paisan Palace in Chicago. Sammy and Davey are in Studio 134, the Beltway Bureau in Washington, D.C. We welcome each and every one of you into this Wednesday morning, and happy hump day to you, Triple P.
Good morning, Bagman. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday to one and all. We are halfway home on the work week here on TMD. Getting ready to race in Sonoma and send the Bagman off on vacation. That's basically what's left here in the second half of the week.
Yep, that's exactly what's left. The countdown is on. We're doing it for Rusty today. 2 to go.
Keep an eye on that 2-car and Bagman's vacation.
Number 2.
That's right. Before we dive into that, I do want to, I didn't get a chance to share this yesterday, but I must share this public service announcement to all of you out there.
Here we go.
So we had a situation over in Portland over the weekend, and it was all right. So we frequent Buffalo Wild Wings. Normally when we go, we're playing golf, but with the crew that we had out in Portland, there was no golf being played. I do that with Jeff and Alex and Ryan. So we do this normally at Buffalo Wild Wings, so we have gotten to know the menu, right? We know certain things we like. My go-to when I go to Buffalo Wild Wings is Asian Zing. Love Asian Zing wings.
It's good. Those are good. I've had them. Mm-hmm.
So when we sit down, there's a table tent that says General So's. Well, okay, hang on. Is it TSO? Is it So's?
Sow.
Sow?
I've always said sow.
I always said so.
I always said so, but I think either one suffices.
I say give me that hot chicken that starts with T. That's basically what I say.
Give me the
Well,
general.
I always order it. Give me the General. You know,
The Custer.
which, by the way, I wonder what Cole Custer does. Does he order himself when he goes out?
Give
to
me
Buffalo
me.
Wild Wings?
Give me me.
Hey,
It's
give me
spicy.
the me. Anyway, so they have General So's wings. And I'm like, since I'm normally an Asian Zing guy, let me try the General's wings. So I asked the guy, I said, how are these wings? Like, what's the flavoring? He says, oh, it's just like the Chinese dish, a little on the sweet side. Perfect. Well, let's go. So order it. Here they come. They're handing out the things. I got 10 General's wings, tater tots, and a Dr. Pepper. Where are you going? Right? Here comes my man with the order. Here he comes. Drops the plate in front of me. Got the 10 wings there. And I'm like, man, this looks good. I grab a wing and I go to eat it. I take a bite and I'm like, wow, man, this got a little kick. And then as I continue to chew, it's getting hotter
Yeah.
and hotter and hotter. And now we are extremely hot, like to the point to where my mouth is on fire. My lips are burning. And I'm like, what in the world is going on here? And I'm like, holy cow. And of course me, you won't believe these wings. Jesus. You know? So I give Dylan one and I give Chris Wilner one. They take one bite. Dylan was in tears. His face was red. Chris is sweating. These guys are like losing their mind. These wings are incredible. So the server comes back. I'm like, son, what have we done to these wings? And I tell him, well, what's going on? He's like, really? They're hot? And you know, he's taking a look at us and we see we're in a state of shambles. So he's like, well, I've never heard that before. Well, you know, we get them in a bag and maybe they're there at the bottom of the bag. And I'm like, okay, dude, this is not like remnants.
Please
This
don't
is
tell
like,
me how the soup is made at Buffalo Wild Wings. I do not need to know.
Well, he says, we've got 10 more levels above this, and which prompted me to reply with, so basically you're trying to kill people. Literally, it got so bad. I was a moment away from going to the bar and asking for a cup of milk. That, you know, me and milk, we don't mix. I needed something to get this off my tongue. So anyway, he came out and he brought me, a replacement order of wings, mild. Mm-hmm. And my taste buds were thrown off. I got back to the hotel. My tongue was swollen when I got back to the hotel. So public service announcement is for those of you that are going, either they gave me the wrong sauce and didn't want to own it, which I tend to believe that's the thing. Or if you go to order this General's chicken at Buffalo Wild Wings, buckle that tongue up and hang on. And you better be ready. Embrace yourself, Effie. It's going to be a wild one.
Embrace yourself.
Yeah. Oh, it was awful. I've never had anything singe my mouth like that before in my life, ever.
I don't order that General Tso's chicken like as a dish at a Chinese restaurant because of what you just said. And the main ingredients, from what I'm looking at, 12 Thai chili peppers. That's why. Thai chili peppers are not kind of like jalapeno, right? Asian style.
Way worse than those.
But
Yeah.
I've never had General's chicken when I've had it in a Chinese restaurant set me on fire.
Oh,
You can
I
dictate
have.
the level
Yeah,
of
right.
heat,
Exactly. Yes.
but I've never gotten it to the point to where it has done this.
I ask for Chinese spicy every time I go and get my General's chicken.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I like
you're
it. So
asking for it.
so I've Googled Buffalo Wild Wings, Bagman. There are 3 new flavors that they're offering. The General Tso's flavor is one of them.
you go.
Sweet chili lime,
Nice.
and then a blazing knockout.
Wow.
Which I believe you need
See,
to sign a waiver for.
It says a fiery
do.
sauce made with 9 different hot peppers. I don't know
Yeah.
if you have to sign that or not. Bagman, they might have.
I bet they gave me
They
that.
gave you that
because
one. then.
because
Yeah.
they're not going to put, maybe they're not putting like all the sauces, like, hey, these are the new ones. If someone orders the new one, just go to these 3 spots over here. I bet you probably got the old blazing knockout.
I had to.
I wouldn't
I had
know
to.
if I could try any of these flavors because the Buffalo Wild Wings by my house, the fryers haven't been working there for like 3 months. They're still open selling stuff, but they can't fry or like cook anything, basically.
The fryers aren't there. Well, Jen is over in France. I know that.
No, they're just not working.
Oh,
They're there. And Jen is working in France too, I believe.
she is in France.
No, but yeah, like there's a sign on our place that says like
What is it? Like McDonald's, like the ice cream machine's down, fryers are down.
Right.
Can't
that's
make
like
the
saying
wings.
the burger machine is down at McDonald's essentially
Right.
at that point. Baggy, I think you might have gotten the blazing
Yeah.
knockout.
It
And you
sounds
didn't
like
even
it.
I
get
had
asked
to.
to sign the waiver.
Yeah, it
You could
sounds like
sue.
Could.
Sue.
Wasn't even offered any milk.
A bag named Sue.
no.
it. Mike Bagley's Buffalo Wild Wings got a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
No.
Buffalo Baggy Wings.
No.
That doesn't sound like a bad name, actually. Buffalo Baggy
I don't like
Wings.
that. Well, what's that TV show I brought up last week where the people sit down and they try to eat the hot wings?
ones.
Hot ones. They're having an interview while they're eating these hotter wings, and there's always milk on the table to cool you down. No thanks. No thanks.
Well, the only thing I had was Dr. Pepper, and that carbonation hitting that hot tongue, man, that was just a recipe. Yeah, that was good.
All those 23 blends of spices mixing in with the chili
Yikes.
General Tso's spices.
yeah.
It's not the sweet
Yeah.
one.
And you went all the way there, and you didn't even get to play Golden Tea. By the way, do the Saudi Arabians now own Golden Tea as well? Or is that just PGA?
No, I don't think they do. I tell you
Public
what,
investment
so
fund.
this was happening when we were on the air, and after we got off the air yesterday, so I was watching all this stuff. Listen, I'm glad I'm not on PGA Tour radio today.
Yesterday.
I'm so glad I'm not. Well, today the fallout is going to continue over there.
They went 8 hours on the TV side of PGA television. Didn't take a break yesterday. That's how big of a deal this was yesterday.
Money makes the
This
world go
is-
around, apparently.
How
Now,
sad.
you want to talk about keeping a manufacturer change to a minimum and a surprise driver change? Now, this was kept to a minimum. Nobody knew about this. This blindsided a lot of people yesterday.
No doubt. No doubt. So, yeah, big news over there. Yeah, I got a couple of things here, and they both are dog related. Remember, yesterday we got done, peek behind the curtain. We got done here, and then we recorded some stuff and with Sammy and Baggy. And remember how Buddy was
my
going
God,
crazy?
dude.
He wouldn't stop barking. I finally figured it out. Shelly's got a plant and a flower, like in a stand on the back porch by the sliding door.
Of
He
course he
thought
does.
that was a person. He thought that was a person. He was barking and what are you barking at that flower? It's like all our nice backyard. It's all beautiful, right? It looks great. He thought that was a person. So once I picked it up and put it a little further back in the yard, he just laid down. He was done. So I wish I would have figured that out. The other thing. So yesterday, I take Buddy on a walk, right? And this is the third day in a row now that I've noticed this. I'm walking down the cul-de-sac, and I see a stick in the ground, like standing up, like a branch of a tree, a little small one, right? And I look, and at the bottom of the stick, where it's in the ground, there's a pile of dog poo. I walk a little further, another stick, another pile of dog poo. So somebody is walking their dog, letting it relieve itself, and instead of bending down and picking it up, they're marking it with a stick so I have to see it and walk around it. That's ridiculous. Pick it up.
I was kind of a weird kid, Pete, and I'm not going to lie to you. I used to stick sticks in dog poop to prevent other people from possibly stepping in the dog poop. I wasn't the one leaving the dog poop, but I was sticking the stick in there also to see if the dog poop could handle,
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, like if it was in a fresh one or not. I wanted to, test it.
Well, these sticks weren't exactly in the actual excrement.
A fresh one?
The stick was easier to put into a fresh one than like a dried up one.
I got it. I understand.
Yeah.
If the
Okay.
fresh
We're
one
having
was
breakfast.
too wet, then
Then it would just get all
Okay, people are having breakfast. Stop. Come on.
Their General Tso's chicken are now kind of running out. Oh, they were.
Okay, that'll be fine.
So
Dogs can't eat that.
I don't know if it's that someone's being nice enough or if it's a lazy person. I have a hard time with people who take their dogs for a walk and when they do their business, they don't pick it up. That bothers me. I mean, Buddy leaves little like AA batteries and I still pick them up, These other dogs around here, I mean, there's a guy down the street's got like he actually, it's a good thing, he rescued a greyhound because we don't have greyhound racing anymore, so he rescued it, right? Beautiful dog, but let's be honest, when that dog goes, it goes. When it was a racing dog, I'm sure once it got rid of what was inside of it, it was a lot faster. You know what I'm saying? Giddy up. But he leaves it there. So you walk around the park and you're like, well, what is this? The fourth race is right here in front of me. Pick up your dog poo. I don't think it's that hard, right? Well, or soft if Sammy's putting a stick in it.
I watched. This is going to sound terrible. There was a blind lady when I was on my walk yesterday who stopped to pick up her dog's dog poop. Like
that, a girl.
I mean,
Thank
she
you.
was.
Thank you, ma'am.
It was. I had never. Bagman. It sounds. I had never.
How did she know where it was?
I'm not going to lie. I feel bad because I did do a little bit of staring. But I had never seen a seeing eye dog go to the bathroom and the owner do it before.
That's great.
I mean, it was the dog went. The lady knew where it was, put her hand down with the bag. I think she maybe like felt a little around for it and then just picked it up, put it in the bag. Again, she had like the walking stick and everything. I'm not saying that like it's impossible for these people to do that. I'm sure it's very easy for them to. I just never seen it before. Yeah. But if these people can, you know what I mean? Like the person who can't even see it can do it. Regular people can, people who are able-bodied should be able to easily pick up dog poop. It's not that difficult.
Absolutely. It bothers me. It just does. So, yeah, I saw all these sticks going around and go, what's this about? So that was it. I came back, had a little dinner. Michelle's still in Nashville. She's coming back today. So Michelle is staying at what used to be the Opryland Hotel. Mm-hmm. Wasn't that the one that flooded during that whole mess they had down there? So she's
That's
there
out near where we used to stay when we went to Nashville.
So she and I hadn't been there in a long time. So she's had some conference that's going on there, and she said two things. One, the place is so big and huge. She got lost trying to come back because there's all these different rooms inside and they have this atrium and all that. On the one hand, it's kind of beautiful, but on the other hand, she said they had to get out because she felt like she was on a biodome. It's just like everything is so self-contained there. There's like all these restaurants and you got trees and flowers and streams and all this other stuff. So they went out. I guess they went down. I don't know where they went, but they went down to Nashville last night for a little dinner, and then she's coming back today. And Mia's home tomorrow. Sophomore year is in the rearview mirror, believe it or not. She had her final yesterday. So the whole Paisan Palace gets a little bit turned upside down because now there's back to 3 residents here in Buddy for the next 90 days. So Petey's outnumbered once again, Baggy, 2 against 1. Unless you count Buddy, me and Buddy. So,
right.
But that's good. So I'm going to go tomorrow after, not after the show, but maybe after tomorrow night and load her up and bring her home.
Baggy, does it smell like a barbecue where you live right now?
What's going on with the smoke up there, fellas? Sheesh.
We are in the we're in the zone of where all the smoke is coming. Our visibility is down to about a mile, and you walk outside and it smells like stuff's on fire. And these are the wildfires from Nova Scotia that have put us under an air quality alert. Our air quality out here is like beyond hazardous. They're telling people don't go out today, but it has reduced our visibility to about a mile. And it looks like that the neighborhood the next neighborhood over is on fire. We're getting smoke from that. I mean, you don't have to strain to see it. Everything looks foggy outside, but it's smoke. I mean, the moon was orange when I got up this morning. It was crazy.
They said New York and Toronto have some of the worst worst quality air in the world right now, which is saying something because normally those places don't have that kind of stuff going on. It smells like I got out of the car this morning. I thought someone was barbecuing, honestly. Seriously. I was like, who's smoking meat at 5:30 in the morning?
I stepped outside. I literally was like, did it rain overnight? Is it foggy? Did I miss something? And I wasn't aware. I knew about what was happening up there, but I didn't know that it was coming down here. Makes total sense now.
I said to the boys, I turned on the White Sox-Yankees game yesterday, and the people in the stands were covering their mouths because of the smoke. There was so much smoke there. It looked like the NASCAR Tower during the Winston days. That's how smoky Yankee Stadium looked like last night, Pac-Man.
We'll just pause for you to process that right there for a moment. That's a smoky room.
That's a smoky room, I'm telling you. So hopefully that's going to move out. But yeah, I saw what Sammy saw, Toronto and New York, the worst air quality in the world. That's horrible. So take care of everybody. But here too, our skies are sort of orangey a little bit. We don't have it as much as you guys do, but on the one hand, it's kind of pretty, but on the other hand, it's dangerous.
It's pretty bad over here that you're breathing all that stuff in. So just be mindful of that if you're in the Northeast and you're in that air quality alert, because right now the quality is rough. Coming up bottom of the hour, headline check number 1. Also coming up around 8:50 this morning. It'll be the next to last calendar for a while. We'll do that at 8:50. Coming up at 9:30, we'll visit with Richard Childress, the owner of Richard Childress Racing. And coming up at 10:30, we'll check in with Jill Gregory. She's the president of Sonoma Raceway. Chase Elliott spoke yesterday. You'll hear from Chase, and we hope to hear from you as well at 866 Pit Lane and on Twitter at SiriusXM NASCAR, #TMD NASCAR.